Meditation can be extremely transformative, and it can be incredibly healing, and it can be a source of tremendous peace and freedom. But it can also be hard work. It can be really challenging to get yourself to sit on your cushion day after day, to look within yourself, to face yourself, to be honest with what's going on inside of you day after day. It really tests one's self. It tests one's ability. It tests one's inner strength at times, especially as we progress in the practice, or the more that we practice and the more that deeper things within us arise to the surface. It can be really uncomfortable sometimes to see so clearly our addictions, to see our negative habits, to see our negative self-talk, to see the emotional pain that we're experiencing, to see the traumatic experiences that have shaped our emotional life. There are things that are difficult to be with in meditation, and meditation is all about being with our experience. But when our experience is painful, when our experience is challenging, it can be difficult to be with it. So in this video, I wanted to offer some insight into what are considered to be the primary obstacles to meditation, and what are the solutions to overcoming these obstacles in meditation. So in Buddhism, there are 5 primary obstacles that are identified as being the biggest hindrances to our meditation practice. The 5 hindrances are sensual desire, ill will, sloth, restlessness, and doubt. Sensual desire means the appetites of the body for food, sex, possessions, and experiences. All these wants can cloud the mind and make practice difficult, if not impossible. The point here is not to condemn desire. Desire is natural. It's the excessive attachment to desire and the craving for what we desire that produces suffering. When we cling tightly to the fulfillment of our desire, when we crave and feel that we must have the thing that we desire, it disturbs our peace in the present moment and can really disturb our meditation practice. It causes us to think that there's something that we can obtain in the future that will give us more peace than we have available to us now. Yet, it is that very process of the mind that is disturbing the peace now. By letting go of our attachment to our desires, we can relax and experience peace here and now. We can fulfill our desires and enjoy them, but we can also go without them, or be patient until the time is right, or make intelligent choices about what desires are healthy and unhealthy. When we cultivate our mindfulness, our mind is no longer dominated by excessive craving. For if it is, we will not be able to practice mindfulness or to focus our awareness in meditation. The second obstacle to meditation is referred to as ill will, often also referred to as hatred. Ill will refers to all of the aversive and rejecting states of mind: anger, hostility, resentment, bitterness. The Buddha described the mind captured by ill will as water that is frothing, bubbling, and boiling. If we are caught by anger or hatred in any form, we will not be able to practice mindfulness effectively. The third obstacle to meditation is sloth, or indolence, which characterizes the mind that is slow and drowsy. A dull and sleepy mind cannot see things as they really are. When sloth is present, we have no energy to practice mindfulness. The fourth obstacle or hindrance to meditation is restlessness. Restlessness captures many feelings common to us today: worry, fear, anxiety, stress, unease. The restless mind is disturbed and preoccupied, not ready to learn or grow, unable to relax in the present moment. Fear is one of our biggest obstacles in life, and this is especially true in meditation. We fear what we may find if we look within. We fear what may arise if we allow ourselves to feel our feelings. We fear what may happen to us, or to our minds, or to our personalities. We fear that others may not understand us or love us if we go too deep in our practice. We may even fear that we're somehow going to lose ourselves, that we're going to die or become extinct or extinguished through our meditation practice. All of these are just thoughts based in fear. They are not the present moment's reality. The present moment is always here, and the more we connect to this reality of what is happening here, the more stable we feel and the less influenced we are by fear. The fifth and final hindrance is doubt. Doubt means the mind that is crowded with questions and uncertainty. Am I doing this right? Am I wasting my time? Am I capable of this? Doubt refers to the limiting story that our mind creates that causes us to feel uncertain about ourselves and our practice, and may cause us to give up the practice altogether. The 5 hindrances are traditionally seen as the obstacles that prevent us from seeing things as they are and from practicing with a clear mind. However, just as we've been able to apply mindfulness to our breath, our body, our feelings, our thoughts, and phenomena, we can apply mindfulness to the 5 obstacles as well. We can notice when an obstacle is present, and simply through our awareness of it, we can allow it to be there without it dominating our mind state. When sensual desire arises, we can say, "This is sensual desire." We can take a deep breath in and out and allow ourselves to relax with the feeling of sensual desire. We can investigate it, be curious about it, and look deeply into it to understand its causes, rather than unconsciously chasing after it to immediately fulfill it. So, in essence, no matter what arises in our meditation practice, we have the capacity within us to be present with it. And this is what mindfulness helps us to strengthen, to expand, is this space within us that's able to just hold the experience that we're having, no matter what the experience is. If we turn away from it, if we try to escape it or run away from it or consume something to distract us from the experience, it only is going to suppress it and push it down where it will bubble up later in our experience. It is a purifying practice, this practice of meditation and mindfulness. It is purifying in the sense that it allows what's within us to come up, to be seen, to be felt, to be healed, and to be liberated. But if we're not willing to go through that process, then it's just going to cause us to try to run away from our feelings, to try to escape them, or distract ourselves from them, and that will never resolve them. It will only cause them to perpetuate and will often lead to things like addictions and unhealthy habits of various kinds. So it's important that we learn how to be with ourselves, to be with our emotions, and to be with whatever arises. So through mindfulness, we create this inner space where when something arises within us, we can look at it, we can smile to it, we can allow it to be there. We can bring this energy of compassion, of love towards what it is that we're feeling, and towards ourselves, to the pain that we feel, that we all feel. So to be able to recognize our pain, to smile to our pain, to bring some warmth and some compassion to our pain, and to just allow it to be held within this space, knowing there's nothing we need to do, there's nothing we need to figure out or find an answer to, but to just let it be there, let it be seen, let it be felt. In that process, naturally the emotion, the pain will start to dissipate, start to transform, and we'll start to have more capacity, more stability within ourselves. And when we reach that point, we can look deeply, start to look into this pain, look into this emotion, whatever it is. And in looking deeply and inquiring into it and trying to understand what brought it about, what caused it, what is it revealing to us, in this process, we gain insight. And that insight gives us the information, the realization that we need to know how to best care for this pain, how to best care for ourselves, and what to do or not to do next to bring ourselves back into balance. So this is actually a process in Buddhist teachings that is often framed differently depending on the tradition, but essentially it's broken down into this process of recognizing the emotion that's there, or recognizing the pain that's there, allowing it to be there, and embracing it with an energy of compassion, the energy that a loving mother would have towards her child, this energy that just wants to care for it. As Thich Nhat Hanh would often say, a wonderful Buddhist teacher, he would often say to his pain, "Hello, my pain. Hello, my suffering. I see you. I am here for you. I have been trying to escape you and run away from you for a long time. But now I am here. Now I am ready to listen to you. Now I'm here to take good care of you." And something in this way, we can actually say this to ourselves. We can actually say, "Hello, my pain. I see you. I am here for you. I am here to take good care of you." And to smile to it, to hold it in your arms or in your heart, like a mother holds her child in her heart. And just to hold it, just to let it be held within this compassionate embrace, and allow that to happen for however long it needs to, until you feel stable enough to start to look into it a little bit deeper and start to question, what is this pain? What is this emotion? Why is it here? What is it showing me? What is it teaching me? And through this process of looking deeply, you will gain insight and understanding that will allow you to know what to do for your particular situation or circumstance. But just taking that time to slow down and to be with our feelings and with the challenges that we may be experiencing is really how we gain the wisdom that we need to know what to do next. We can search for guidance and mentorship or advice externally, and sometimes this is helpful, but nobody knows what's right for you like you do, because this is your life and your circumstances and your experience. So I still encourage you to seek counsel from other people, depending on situations, if you need them, or to seek professional help even if you are in need of therapy or some other support. It's not wrong to ask for that. It can be very helpful to have that support. But essentially, fundamentally, we have to be working or doing that work within ourselves to heal what's within us, to bring awareness to what's within us so that we can heal and transform what is within us. And this can be done through this process of recognizing it, allowing it, embracing it, looking deeply into it, so that we can gain that wisdom, gain that insight. So I hope that this is helpful for some of the obstacles that you're inevitably going to face in your mindfulness and your meditation practice. And I hope that it can provide you with some tools to work with the many challenges that come up so that you can stay consistent with your practice to really receive the transformation and the benefits that consistent meditation practice offers.